Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your favorite YouTube channel and podcast. Keep that same energy sports talk with your host, Justin P., and my co host, Maurice Savage Jr. for the YouTube channel. It's episode 201. And for the audio podcast, it's season 5, episode 34. If you listen to that to Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Podchaster, basically anywhere you get your music and podcast stuff. I'm just typing, keep that same energy sports talk. List all the available platforms. The links are right there in the description that we're available on. So you just click on one of those.
Mhm.
And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the man with the master plan, the villain or the vigilante, my co-host, your co-host, Mr. Marvy Savage Jr. Yay, yay!
What's good, family? What's good, family? It feels good to be back. Of course, you already know what time it is, man. Me and Big Bro about to kill it as always with another amazing episode. So I ain't gonna be too long in it because I want to jump into these topics. I got a lot to say. First, you already know we're gonna hit you with some emotions, but because when it comes to this, man, our feelings are really attached. We love these sports, man. We love it, and of course, we're gonna hit you with our opinion because we know what we're talking about and we thinking hard when it comes to it. But none of that matters unless we hit you with the facts.
And that's a fact, Jack. Why our first topic of the night is going to be we're going to recap the conference championships in college football, and we're going to look at the top four, teams that's going to be hitting into the college football playoffs. Maurice, go ahead. Floor is yours.
You talking about the bowl games that's coming up, right?
We can get into that too, but I was also talking about the playoffs. The 1 versus 4. We could talk about those two. That's fine. So
All right.
let's
Let me
start with the
see.
conference championships though.
You talking LSU and
LSU, Bama, USC, and Utah, all of notable conference championship games.
okay. All right. Let me see. Well, first I'm gonna start off with I'm gonna answer the topic, but I'm gonna answer it backwards. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna answer the top four teams. I believe the top four teams. I'm going with I've been talking about Georgia all year. Georgia at number one. I love Alabama, but I got Ohio State at number two. I'm feeling Ohio State a little bit more. I gotta give credit where it's due. I can't be biased. I'm definitely going with my boys Alabama at number three. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. Tennessee looking good, but I cannot deny Michigan. I cannot deny Michigan. Tennessee looking good because they look good against us, but I cannot deny Michigan. So they the top four teams. Um, and then far as bowl games, because it's a I might have to let you go first on that because this one tough because it's a lot of good games. I really don't know who's gonna win it this year because it's really up for grabs. We already, I would say my team could win it, but we already know it's not looking like that. I don't even think we got the offensive firepower to compete with the following teams, and even with that, they got better defenses. So I'm a piggyback off of what you say. I still answer, but right now it's up for grabs. It looked like Georgia going to repeat. That's basically the answer to the whole topic. Georgia going to repeat.
Okay. What about the conference championship games?
Which one you talking about? Which
All
game?
of them.
Oh,
Any,
all of them? Because there's a lot of
anything you
games.
want to
All
talk
right.
about?
All right. Ones that I'm interested in seeing. Um, what's UTSA versus Troy? That's they rank right behind each other, 22 and 23. Because you already know I like close ranked games, and I also like to see the underdog beat the top team. Um, Florida has not been looking that good to me. You feel me? But I think they can upstate Oregon State. I think that can happen. I think that's a possibility. Um, who let me see who else right here that I was looking at because that's let me see. I think Maryland can take that North Carolina State game. I believe that's possible. I believe that's one win that can happen. And of course, Alabama versus Kansas State. I don't want to name the obvious, but I want to name the difficult games, the ones that probably people not going to take a really good look at. Um, and maybe not even maybe. I want to see that South Carolina Notre Dame game. Number 19 and number 20 versus ranked each other. Of course, I want to see the big ones, but these little I don't mean to call it what it is, but these little bullshit games. I mean, shit. I mean, everybody got talent. It's not back in the 80s and 90s when we was growing up where it was just one dominant team or just a couple. Man, guys got talent out here. I mean, I want to. I've been talking trash about Kentucky. I want to mention them, but I don't think so. Last game before I hand it over to you, I definitely check out that Texas Washington game. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Me, as you know, Alabama, not Alabama. I'm sorry. Georgia, LSU, SEC championship. Georgia smacked them down. I think it'd be like 42-30 something. That was
Oh, 50 to 30. Yeah, that was the score.
yeah, they jumped out on them early, but LSU closed the gap. But like I said, Georgia, their first SEC championship since 2017 when they lost to you guys with the Calvin Ridley play.
Mm-hmm.
Not Calvin Ridley, Devontae Smith when he got behind.
Devontae Smith, yeah.
But like I said, Georgia is one of the better teams out there. Then USC got smacked by Utah. I didn't see that coming. Caleb Williams painting his nails instead of just trying to play football and bit him in his ass. But Cam Rods and them guys played a hell of a game for Utah, man. They had Steve Smith behind them, Eric Weddle, all the Utah alums, the Utah Utes. They played pretty good ball. ACC, Clemson. They took that as always. Florida State, was in the running, but definitely, we all knew the ACC was going to be from Clemson all year long, man. So they Michigan smacked Ohio State, again. So they own them now. Last 2 years, the first time they beat them back to back since like the '90s with when they had like Charles Wilson and all those guys.
Yeah.
They beat them down. So what else? What other championship game stood up to me? Pac-12, I want to say. No, that was USC and Utah. Big Ten, I think Texas. No, it was Oklahoma State and who else for Big Ten?
I'm looking at it right now.
Pull that up for me real quick.
Texas played Baylor and they beat them 38-27.
Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, both those teams pretty good. Texas started out 0-2 and ran the table.
Mm-hmm.
What about the let's see, what about the let me see, got the ACC, SEC, Big Ten, Pac-12. I know I'm missing a conference.
I guess I'll name the other games that was tight that stuck out. It was a nail biter. UCLA versus California. That game that came down to a touchdown, 35-28. North Carolina State beat Carolina 30-20. You know what I'm saying? That was definitely a close one. Ranked 25 and you not ranked at all.
Yeah.
Help me out with this. Make sure I'm saying it right. Tulan. Tulane.
Italian.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Cause I can't never say them right. Italian, Cincinnati. I mean, this is a school that came out of nowhere. Because I don't even think nobody know what Italian is. But this is a school that came out of nowhere because they went from being nobody, so they ranked number 14. So I gotta give credit where it was due. But that game did come down to a nail biter, 24-27.
You talking about Tulane?
Yeah. We both said the shit.
I think you're talking about Tua, brother, at quarterback. That's why.
Oh no. I'm talking about games only. I ain't talking about the player now.
That's Tulane.
Yeah, Tulane.
Okay. Well, like I said, as far as my top 4 teams, definitely Georgia at 1. Number 2, Chicago, Michigan. They haven't lost. I put the 2 undefeated teams, 1 and 2. Number 3, I'm gonna go with Ohio State. Number 4, Alabama don't get 4 for me. They lost. So they got.
Oh wow, we ain't just making up for you this week.
I gotta see something different, man. Give me TCU.
I can see that. I can see that because they rank like what, number 5 or some shit.
Give me TCU at 4.
I can see. No, they rank number 3. All right, I give you that.
Yeah, I just
I didn't mean to cut you off, but the only reason why I put them over, they just lost to Kansas State. So that's the reason why. And they in Kansas State number 11, they rank number 3.
Shit happens.
You right.
So that'd be my top 4 teams. So 1 play 4, 2 play 3, and the national championship game. I think it'll be Georgia versus Ohio State. Me personally.
You already know Georgia. I'm going Georgia versus Alabama. But this is the thing though. I kind of don't want it to be Georgia versus Alabama because I know when we play them, they probably beat us like 42-28. It probably be some shit like that where it look bad. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that. Our offense is not ready for that defense. As you already know, I call Georgia like an NFL type defense. And I don't want to send my man Bryce Young out there. He play a good whole playoffs, and then when he go out there looking bad, he could easily have a game 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, and we lose. So I mean, I do want us to go just for the playoff appearance. I mean the bowl game appearance, but I think it's gonna be ugly for us.
Okay. All right. I could. Okay. All right. Hold on. Posting something in the chat real fast so folks can see what we're talking about. All right.
All right.
Uh. Topic 2. Deion Sanders leaves Jackson State and goes to Colorado. The floor is yours.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset about that. I mean, of course, you gotta go ahead and make more money and this, that, and the third. But I mean, I don't mean to sound disrespectful right here, because not to be in another man's pockets. But it's like this, Deion, how rich do you need to be? You have more than enough. All the money you made doing being an NFL player, all endorsements, why you NFL player. Then after the league, you was done in the league, all these other things you've been getting money off for. You should have just made Jackson State a dynasty. You should have just. I'm gonna tell you what it looked like, because this is exactly what the flip to it. When Deion Sanders came to Jackson State, I want to make sure black colleges start looking different. They start getting like different promotion. To me, what it looked like is, and you know, I ain't one of them offensive type people, but to me, I can agree with them people to say, yo, it looked like you just used us to start on the map to leave us. That's what you ain't come here to break different boundaries. You didn't come down here to break down doors. You didn't really come here to put the HBCUs on the map. You really just came in here to say, let me show y'all I can coach a team that's really not that good. You feel me? Because we already know what Jackson State. Let me coach a team that really wasn't that good. You feel me? Go undefeated, win the championship, and this was a resume. I'm not even. Hold on. I'm gonna add this in there. I'm not even mad. Niggas stole that nigga watch and phone and all that shit. You know? Yeah, I'm saying.
Go ahead. But finish. It's just
Hey, I got Deion Sanders right there, so it's mad love for him. You feel me? There's mad love for him. But I'm just saying. Of course, I don't condone stealing, but I'm just saying. Like, I can see why people say, because it looked like a resume thing. Then you went to Colorado. I don't know nothing major. The only thing I know about Colorado is that Jimmy Smith came from there. He went to the Ravens. That's it.
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you talk. Hold
on. I'm not. Hold on. Well, first of all, I ain't disrespecting any school overall. Like, they ain't got players and this, that, and third. But I'm talking about, ain't nobody been talking about Colorado in years. That's the point. What I'm talking about.
Even when I go ahead, finish.
Yeah. But I'm just talking about, like, every time we do this show for these years that you've been doing this show, we've been talking about college football teams and even college basketball teams. We never mentioned Colorado once. The only time we ever mentioned Colorado, period, is when we're talking about the Denver Nuggets. And that's the Broncos. That's just being real. And I ain't even trying to be funny.
You picked to go to the Super Bowl. Anyway.
See what I'm saying? You're right. You see what I'm saying? I picked to go to the Super Bowl. And that's Sierra fault. Fuck you, Russell Wilson. That's Sierra. But anyway, it's a good opportunity. Go ahead and do your thing. And I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he's taking some of the coaches that he had with him in Jackson State. I hope he's taking them with him. I hope he get a chance to use some of the same offense and things and style that he was using down there, and still get to be himself, be prime time. Because sometimes they'll try to water you down. Let him be prime, because that's how he was successful, being prime. And then I'm pretty sure that his kids is going to be the starters for the team. So long as he getting pretty much the main things that he want, I think it should be successful. Am I going to be looking at them being like a threat? Like, oh my goodness, here they come, like they Alabama or Georgia? Nah, I'm just going to wait to see what happens. But wish them all but the best. All the best. I say all but the best. I wish him all the best. And I already know it's DB like, so I got to cheer for him. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this: Deion owes nobody nothing. Flat out, like I said, he took the job for a reason. He got them on the map, showed them the blueprint. He donated his salary to upgrade the facilities and the team.
Mm-hmm.
Coach for free. That's Deion Sanders. He now look. You see what he did. There, look. Hugh Jackson takes the Grambling job. Eddie George takes the Tennessee job. Well, he was,
You're right.
Had more profile guys take those jobs and build those universities up. Deion didn't do nothing wrong. Like you said, they did all that to him and violated his privacy and took his son stuff and still showed up and won 2 back-to-back swag championships. So he don't owe them nothing, man. And he said something in his presser. He told the kids straight up, he said, I want y'all here for me. I am taking a job. He said, because as a coach, there's 2 things that's going to happen. And by me being a coach, and it's the truth. You're going to get elevated or you're going to get terminated. One or the other. Ain't no in between.
Mm-hmm.
You could be there 30 years. Eventually, they're going to force you out or you want to go on your own time. So Deion did the right thing, man. You go from making $400K to now $7 million a year. Come on, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it's no brainer, man. You don't owe nobody nothing, man. I mean, yeah, everybody gonna feel how they feel because he was building something great there. But like I said, the blueprint's still there, and
It
he
is.
and he vouching for one of his assistants to be the head coach, and he telling all the kids that he know ain't gonna come there and stay and do y'all thing. Don't follow me. Like Shadub was gonna follow him and Shiloh. That
That's what I say. As long as they going.
and Travis Hunter gonna follow him because he based his decision off Deion. So Deion definitely gonna have him in the blueprint. What.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he don't owe nobody nothing. He didn't do nothing wrong, man. He was upfront about it. He accomplished what he accomplished. He like, man, I cracked the door open. Now y'all got to keep it open. It's that simple, man. I wish Deion all the best of luck. Like I said, he's getting a bunch of 5 stars there now. We got a couple kids coming in for the 2023 and 2024 class and 2025.
Mm.
So, he know he's gonna bring that winning pedigree there. He know how it is to be a champion, the national champion, and a 2-time Super Bowl champion. So
Facts.
he's gonna challenge those kids. Look, man, y'all just was 1-10, 1-11. Like he said in his press conference, man, we sitting here having a meeting. Everybody else still playing football.
Mm.
That's the problem. So obviously y'all tried it y'all way and it didn't work. So now y'all gonna try Coach Brown work. Coach Brown, what the hell y'all got to lose? I clap. I wanted to go put on some shoulder pads and go play for him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he for sure a coach I play for sure.
come on, man. Like, like I said, he don't own nobody nothing, man. Like I said, get him about 2-3 years. Colorado will be a pretty good team.
Okay.
All right, topic 4. Let's talk NBA scores and scores standings.
All right. Well, before I get to the selfish part, which is the stats, let me talk about the trash teams. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's shocking me what's going on right now. It's shocking me to see that the Wizards got a nice squad. They still at the bottom. Like, I mean, come on, it's working. Porzingis, he's really killing down there. Kyle Kuzma, he's really killing down there. And when Brad Biltey's healthy, they really killing down there. I don't know why, like, when one star go down, Washington can't continue to flourish and be good. I mean, I remember back during our time. I mean, yeah, you did need all 3 stars or both stars, but at least when one guy went down, the other guy showed up and showed why he was. I'm on 1A and 1B, something like that. Something like if Jason Tatum go down, we already know what Jalen Brown going to do. I'm expecting to see that from the Wizards because there's no reason why the Wizards don't have a better record than the Raptors. I mean, there's no reason why they ain't got a better record than the Knicks with the dysfunction. And I ain't gonna lie, yo, I'm giving the Pacers mad praise. Pacers stay in the playoffs every year with a different star. Whoever, just like them and the Utah Jazz, whoever the coaching staff is, the GM is, yo, they doing a good job because the Utah Jazz and the Pacers, no matter what, these guys stay in the playoffs and they switch their superstar every year. They really go from a superstar, like prime example, Utah. You go from a superstar in Donovan Mitchell to just a star in Saxton, and look at you. Saxton come off the bench and look at Utah. So I mean, I gotta give credit where it's due. But another thing, I'm shocked at the Bulls. I mean, why are you 11-15? See what I'm saying? That's another team that got 3 superstars. It don't matter if one go down. You got 2 other guys who definitely are all-star caliber players. So it's no excuse. Um, Other than that, I mean, I gotta give a shout out to my Celtics. We got the best record in the entire league, 21-6. I would have never thought I'd see a record like this. I hope we can keep this up. I mean, All-Star game not that far away. I mean, we probably could only lose 10 games before probably lose only 20 games out the whole season. I mean, we might do something special. But definitely gotta give credit to the Bucks. They always stay in the top 3 every year, all year round, the whole year. It ain't one of them teams. They be at the bottom and then to the top and to the top. Nah, they stay where they at. And of course, you already know I got my love thing for the Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers. They hot, keeping it going. It's good to see that Kyrie and them, they starting to get it together. They 4th in the East. Then we go to the West. Lakers still at the bottom. I don't know what's going on. They probably need to just dismantle that team overall. Just like get rid of it. Throw that whole team away. Even though I gave the Jazz the love that I gave them, they will be in play-in contention. But I want to know, Utah Jazz, how do you go from being number 1 in the NBA to now you're number 9, and you're probably ranked the number 17th team out the whole entire NBA? How did that happen? Draymond Green, this is your fault. Ain't nobody hurt on the Warriors. I'm watching Warriors games. I'm watching Warriors games on my phone when I'm at work. I'm looking at you. Ain't nobody hurt on the what's name. You shouldn't have hit that boy, because now you hit that boy. Look, y'all 5th. Let me look. 14 and 13. Steph Curry not hurt. Klay Thompson not hurt. What's the dude who got punched in the jaw? What's his name?
Jordan Poole.
Jordan Poole. He not hurt. And y'all 14. What? No,
That's the basketball guards getting back at him, huh?
It gotta be. It don't make no sense. And I'm not gonna lie, man. The team to watch out of all the teams I just named, the team to watch is them goddamn Pelicans. I don't know how they got the second best record in well, my bad. They do. They have the second best record in the entire NBA, which means they first in the West. I don't know what happened up there. You feel me? They just came from out of nowhere. And you see the little beef that they got going with the Suns? Like, it's really a rival that's getting ready to start. And then last but not least, I don't call him John Morant. I call him Mamba Rant because he's the Mamba. The Grizzlies has always been hungry, one of the best defensive teams in the NBA. I got to give credit where it's due. And then as far as the stats wise, I mean, stats not the same how it used to be. Like back in the day when Allen Iverson or Shaquille O'Neal led the league in scoring, their teams had good records. We talking about Luka Doncic, he lead the league in scoring, but we ain't even talking about Dallas at all. We ain't talking about Dallas at all. Anthony Davis, how you lead the league in rebounding, but you hurt. I don't know how that's going on. And was none of the major point guards who we used to naming are the top leading guys no more. I mean, I'm gonna give Trae Young his credit. You feel me? But I look at him more as a shooter. But I mean, I gotta give him his credit. He got 9. But I mean, come on, yo. Nurkic, how he got 9 assists? He is center. How he third? Out of all the point guards in the NBA that start, how is center third? And come on, man. Brook Lopez lead the league in blocking with 3 a game. I mean, I gotta give him credit, even though I really don't mess with him like that. I still think he's soft. And
7-3 should have more than 3 blocks, but okay.
You know his stats: 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 blocks. There you go right there. And I really don't get into the field goal percentage stats because we already know a power forward or a center always going to be leading that because all you doing is laying the ball up in dunks.
You take your close range shots, yeah.
Yeah, and then of course Steph Curry. I already just got me some Steph Curry for Christmas. I'm gonna get me some more. But yo is killing it in the 3 points. He got 123. The next closest is 98. The next closest is. I'm gonna hand it over to you. I'm gonna hand it. That's the Chef Curry.
Yeah, that was pretty good stuff as usual. Like you said, the Bulls. I'm start with them, man. They've been so up and down this year. Like I said, they got the talent. They just for some reason I don't know. They got a rough start. I still think they're gonna bounce back. Make the playoffs. Like you said, once Alonzo comes back and get the flow of everybody, and because that's the general. Like that's like losing a quarterback. It's gonna be hard. Your backup can come in and do what he do. It's not gonna be the same effectiveness because then you come in now. Caruso can play off the ball. And, Zach LaVine can do his thing. DeRozan, uh, Vucevic, and they get a little bit more out of Patrick Williams and all them. But they had a pretty solid team. Man. They just got to just start putting together more games and start losing, and win.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll get right. The Wizards, they got a solid team. They just
Definitely.
gotta close out games better. Especially them Woody and them guys. They doing what they got to do. I mean, my bad, not Spencer Day, but
Yeah, he on Dallas.
yeah, I know. Yeah. Sorry about that. I mean, Bradley Beal and Porzingis seem like they got a good match, and Corey Kesper from Gonzaga, he's a spot up shooter. So they gotta their bench can probably need to make one more move and get another solid bench player. But last time I checked, they was like they were like 7th or 8th in the East. So
Cool. The Wizards.
yeah, they were like right.
They fell back. The Wizards is right now number 11. They fell back.
So look,
Like
they still in the ballpark. They gotta climb back up because you're getting 8, 9, and 10. You're in a play-in. So
and from what it looked like, they ain't that far away because everybody from 8 to 9, they are like one game apart from each other. So yeah, they right there.
So yeah, then like I said, the Cavaliers, that's another team. Like I said, they got high expectations. They've been, so.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Darius Garland, you got Evan Mobley. They have been putting together some good wins. They had a couple battles with Boston and Brooklyn. They just beat the Lakers not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of Lakers, they got they been one of they got a 10 before they lost that game. So they just gotta keep working. Like I said, it's 82 games, so you got a lot of ground to cover. So if you start off not too good, you can work your way back in like my Thunder. I think we're like 12, 15, so we can get back in the mix too.
Yeah, y'all 11 and 15. Yep.
Yeah, well, yeah. So like I said, what place we in right now? I think we're probably one
13. 13.
We just got
But everybody from 8 on down, y'all only 2 or 3 games apart from each other. So it's not y'all still in the hunt.
still not, and that come with blowing a couple games that we should have won. Like Shea is out there playing outside his mind. If like our record was a lot
Facts.
better, he would be an MVP candidate. But
Facts.
so in best case scenario, he'll just win the scoring title. But he definitely should be an all-star starter. He's just playing out his mind. We just need guys like Josh Giddey and Jeremiah Robinson Earl and them to be more consistent. And Lou Dort's been doing his thing. Then
Mm-hmm.
play out of Alex Pokajeski. And then Isaiah Joe has stepped up too. So our babies are starting to play. And Jalen Williams came on the scene last week and dropped like 25 on somebody's head. So we getting there. But like you said, Golden State, they finally above 500. Like you said, they got to play more consistent. But they still the champs. You can't count them out. Like you said, you still got the Grizzlies playing good basketball. Utah Jazz playing good basketball. You got, of course, the Suns. They're playing good basketball. The Mavericks got to turn it up a notch. They'll still find their way into the postseason. And like you said, the Pelicans are very hot right now too.
And hold on, I can't forget one team. We never talk about these guys. The Kings, they are 5th in the West. Yo, they got the best offense in the NBA. The Kings. They don't got Jason Williams. They don't got Chris Webber. They don't got Paige Stoyaga. They don't even got Hudu Turkoglu or Bobby Jackson.
We got Aaron Fox.
Matter of fact, let me look at that roster right now. Because this is shocking to me, bro.
Davion Mitchell, Devontae Sabonis. They got a nice young
Malik Monk. You right. You right. They got Matthew Dell. They got all right. I got
the big center. They from Duke. Forgot his name. Damn.
Kevin Hunter. You ain't talking about Kevin Hunter, is you?
No. I think what's the center they got from Duke? Damn.
Hold on. Let me just go ahead Kings roster real quick. We're gonna get to the bottom of this because
name right now.
Players. They got De'Aaron Fox, Keegan Murray. They got Kevin Hunter.
He was a beast in college. Yeah, Keegan Murray.
Yeah, Harrison Barnes. I know you. I know you ain't talking about Alex Lynn.
No.
You ain't, what's his name? Namadius Quay. I know you ain't talking about him.
No. I can't think.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to go to the whole Kings roster. NBA.
All right, Duke.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
What are they centers? I'm trying to think of this guy.
You ain't talking about Rashard Holmes, right?
No, not him. He's solid though. But no,
yeah, he got bounced. And you said from Duke. I'm looking. They don't have a center from Duke on that team.
They must have got rid of him, but they used a solid piece. God, man, it's gonna come to me later on, but yeah. So they got a solid young roster, so the thing's definitely gonna be better.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for us. Me on that. Topic 4, Jerry Jones situation. Well, it's not really a situation. It's more so just opinion. The picture of him, standing with his white friends while they was attacking the black kids. This is like in the 50s when he was a teenager.
Well,
give me your opinion on it. He wasn't doing nothing. He just was played dead wrong place, wrong time.
I'm gonna show you how funny the world is. That's how funny the world is, bro. Where was that picture at when he went to go buy the Dallas Cowboys?
Yeah.
Now y'all want to bring that shit up? I mean, if you would have brought that up when he bought the Dallas Cowboys, that would have been more closer in time from when he did that racist shit. But now you go ahead and wait. Damn near 60 years ago. Well, 60 years from now, and you bringing that up. Like, I mean, and then what did it solve? What did it do? I mean, we already know that. I mean, he was racist. I mean, it's clear. That's like saying us going down to any Million Man March and we not supporting the Million Man March. That's dumb as shit. Why are we there? You feel me? So I mean, it is what it was. He was racist at one point in time. It's clear. I mean, now people get to open up their mind and probably like, oh shit, he did used to treat me different, or he did used to say this. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, Ryan Clark was ripping him apart. Why you think you never seen a black head coach? Why you think he really wasn't trying to let Dak Prescott be a black quarterback? Why you think you really don't never see a black? Think about it, Since I've been watching football, I think I only seen 2 black quarterbacks: Dak Prescott and Quincy Carter, unless there was somebody else.
Anthony Wright and Rodney Pete. They had a few.
All right, okay, all right. But okay, I got you. I
Oh,
got
and
you.
Randall Cunningham too.
Oh,
Sorry.
I get. They had Randall Cunningham was on Dallas.
Yeah, he wasn't that long though.
All right, all right, all right. Okay. So these guys just getting jobs. They not playing. They just getting a hire a nigga. Okay, I got you. So I mean, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it happened. I feel like what LeBron James said was right on the money. Um, if y'all was asking me all these questions about Kyrie Irving, just putting up some shit that some white people created off of Amazon, which is a white guy, a white entrepreneur, you question me about him. But when Jerry Jones do that, y'all got nothing to say at all. And like I said, I'm gonna hand it over to you. My main thing is, where was this picture at when he went to go buy the Dallas Cowboys? Where was? That's all I gotta say. Go ahead, bro.
Me personally, it was just like wrong place, wrong time. He wasn't doing anything. He just was just sitting there spectating. He didn't throw nothing at nobody. He didn't, from what we seen, he didn't call them by their name. Like I said, from what I'm just saying, from what was shown in the picture, we don't know afterwards. But it looked like he just sitting there just spectating. So he was young. At that time, segregation and racism was at an all time high. So, that's all he was around. So, so I mean, I ain't gonna spend too much time on this. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Jerry Jones fan. Everybody knew me. Dallas was my team growing up, so I always got a
Mm-hmm.
love with him because he done some dumb shit.
Facts.
And he probably got some racism in him to a point. I'm probably sure he does. He's a redneck, you know. So yeah, but in that particular picture, he wasn't doing nothing wrong. He just was bad, wrong place, wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, topic 5. Baker Mayfield gets released by the Panthers and claimed by the Rams. First game against the Raiders. Have a solid game. Let them 2 win. Go ahead, co-host. Floor is yours.
First thing I'm gonna say is only because I had the Rams repeating and when Jalen Ramsey, you know what I'm saying, I like Matt Stafford. I mean I like the Rams color, so they do get a little cheer from it. So of course, I mean I was rooting for Baker Mayfield because he was on the Rams. But I mean overall, this really doesn't come down to Baker Mayfield as far as that game. What it comes down to is what the hell is wrong with the Raiders. It comes to the point where you say, what the hell is going on with the Raiders? I mean, this game was won. You was not supposed to let a backup come in and beat you. It's just that simple. I mean, then mind you now,
Been there. I'm not to cut you off.
I know what you're about to say. Been there for what, like 4 days? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like you let a quarterback come in, you let a guy come in, learn a playbook for 4 days, and beat you, and you've been practicing doing the same regimen all year. Come on. Come on, man. And I think what happened is Devontae Adams is a little bit cocky. Yeah, he's still showing off. He's the best wide receiver, showing off good numbers. But it seemed like you was all about your numbers and money because it looked like you're okay with losing. You busting people ass, but you okay with losing, as long as people know that you're the best. I mean, and it's looking bad out there because I really thought, all right, him going to the Raiders, there's going to be a difference, different culture. They're at least going to be winning because of offense. I mean, look at Sauce Gardner. He came, he changed that flavor on the defensive side. Now the offense playing a little bit better. You feel me? We look at Jared Wilson. He just broke the record for the Jets all time receiving. I mean, my bad. Garrett Wilson just broke the record for all time receiving yards as a rookie, turning it up. And I was expecting the same thing to happen here. You feel me? Devontae Adams. You talking all this? It's a marriage. We've been waiting to play with each other since we was little kids growing up. Now you getting what you want, and you not getting the job done at all. It looks bad. But to speak on Baker Mayfield, you did what you had to do. Them throws that he made, a lot of good throws. He was on the money, especially the touchdown to Jefferson. That was beautiful. I mean, especially with the game on the line. It was about 20 something seconds left. So that definitely was a good throw. I gotta give you. And what they started from the what? That was like the first time that ever happened in history.
2 or 3 yard line or some crap like
Yeah, that was like a 98. That was like probably they said that ain't happened like 65 years or some shit like that. That's what I heard Skip Bayless saying, because Skip Bayless was hype. But for the most part, like I said, it was a good job by him. It was more to me, more of the Raiders. I really can't give him if I was to give him a grade, I would just give him a C because he still looked like the same Baker. When I was watching the highlights, he was still throwing balls in the dirt. He was wide receivers was still making miraculous catches, making him look good. I mean, the only throw, like I said, that was on the money was the game-winning throw, where I mean it was a perfect strike. And that was good. And I'm gonna give credit where it was due. That was good at reading the defense because he saw the safety come down, so he knew it was 1-on-1 and just flung it out there. So I mean, I'm gonna give him a C, but this is more on the Raiders. Go ahead.
I totally agree. Like I said, first they lose to Jeff Saturday, who was just fresh off ESPN, breaking down and talking football like we're doing. You know, like I said, they can only have for 4 days, and y'all let them drive down the field with no timeouts and score. So it's like, but to Baker's credit, I gotta give him credit for being resilient. Because normally a player that was drafted in his position, first overall, being on a third team, bouncing around, like it will demoralize you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You say, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna show everybody, you know, I'm still that guy that won the Heisman. You know what I mean? And went into Pittsburgh and won a playoff game on the road. Like so, yeah, I'm going to show him still play that game. He did enough to win the game. Like I said, neither team was going anywhere. They both of their playoff chances are definitely. The Raiders had a smiling shot, but it's done. The Rams are definitely done. So it's like Baker basically auditioned to be the quarterback of the future because they can't draft a quarterback right now. They don't have a first round pick till yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So staff is getting up there in age. So he's basically auditioned like, hey man, I can be our quarterback of the future.
I mean, that's possible because it definitely looked like Matt Stafford arm is starting to break down.
Yeah, and he's like I said, about to be 36, 35, 36 years old next year. Baker's only 27, so you get bigger for dirt cheap, and you
Dirt cheap.
you get no draft pick. So it's basically an audition for him. But he played well enough for them to win. It was a boring game, 17-16, but
And they had 17 for like the first half. The Raiders had 17 in the first half, and the
not
score. I mean, they had 16 in the first half. That's what I'm going to say.
so hey, like I said, basically was the blooper bowl. Topic six, Brittney Griner. Let's talk about the whole situation with her being exchanged for a prisoner called the Merchant of Death. I'll let you start.
I'm gonna be short on this one. Real short on this one. One, I think it was a joke anyway. It shouldn't have happened. I think it was one of those little jokes where, hey, we got one of your American citizens, and we're gonna dick around with you, America, until you give us what we want. We got you, America, by the balls. Now you have to give us one of ours back. And I wish us as Americans see this that when we leave the country, they don't see us as a black man or a white man or anything like that. They see us as Americans. So racism, you need to calm it down because they don't even see if they seen us fighting doing something race, they look at us like we stupid and like, well, yeah, go ahead, kill yourself. Y'all make it easy for us, but y'all don't realize that. But at the same time, I'm glad it happened. It's just more that you have to worry about what happens now with Russia, with the guy that they got. That's what you have to worry about right now. That's what I think it come down to because shit, you don't know what to do. If you've been locked up before and someone puts you there, you be thinking and plotting, not just thinking about good shit to do when you get out. You also think, and he's like, you just said it, the doctor of death or whatever you just said his name was.
Merchant, they call him the Merchant of
The
Death.
merchant. Come on, man. Yeah. So I'm gonna hand it over to you.
First and foremost, I'm glad she's home now. When I had Gowie on here a couple of months ago, definitely y'all go support my man, the kid Gowie, man. He's funny as hell, man. Good skits, man. He always with the it's only entertainment. I had him on here like around June. He said the same thing, man. Like, she got locked up for a weed pen. It was something small, but when y'all go out other countries and all that, just try to follow the law, the bylaws, and regulations. So nobody else got to get put in that situation. It's just sad and unfortunate. I'm glad she's home. But yeah, it's like this shouldn't have took this long. It should have been arranged something for her to be home, man. Like, I'm glad she's back home with her friends and family. Who knows? Will she be able to play basketball again or not? I hope she gets to coaching or something like that, or
Mhm.
you know, network college because glad she's back U.S. soul with her friends and family. So.
Facts.
All right, number seven, we didn't make our picks last week. Sorry about that, everybody. We had a little hiatus. We're gonna be back on it again.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be back on like that. So we didn't pick the games, but we still can talk about them and just give our analysis. Then we'll pick week 15. So
Okay.
14.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
we basically already recapped the Raiders game. The round, unless you want to
Yeah,
speak.
about I ain't gonna waste no time with that. We just touched.
I ain't gonna lie. I was so proud that the Lions got the job done against the Vikings. I was so proud. I ain't gonna lie, man. My man Jameson Winston coming out party, get his first catch was a touchdown. I love when I see it.
Jameson Winston.
Jameson Winston. My bad.
Nah, you terrible.
I definitely shouldn't got it wrong. That nigga, my man be on my page. He definitely be showing me
You
love.
must have
So
had some crab legs or something today.
yeah, I definitely did have some crab legs too. That's funny. I definitely did. But yeah, my man Jameson Williams, it was good to see him. First catch, got him in the end zone. I love it when every time I see a player do that's one of my favorite plays ever is Matt Ryan. His first pass was a touchdown. So you gotta love it. But other than that, man, you just couldn't believe in Kurt. You can tell that the Vikings you need a little bit more in offense because throwing it to Justin Jefferson is not enough. You can see that Thielen is getting older, and you need somebody that's going to back it up. So that's basically what I'm saying. Kirk Cousins is always who he is. He's going to put up Hall of Fame numbers, but he's never going to get it done when you really need him to. Because I mean, we already know if we would have did a prediction on this, we both would have picked the Vikings. So I'm gonna hand it over to you.
So, Dan Campbell, man, he is crazy and nutty as he is, biting kneecaps, punching people in the nuts, and all that crazy shit. He got
Yeah,
this guy buying into it, and they fighting and clawing. The only team that showed up, smacked them around, was the Patriots.
yeah.
Like everybody else, they was in the game at some point and
Mm-hmm.
played their butts off, man. Like I say, 6-7, they mathematically still got a shot. I think they could finish 9-8, and anything could happen from there.
Anything can happen.
So yeah, but the Lions definitely like they like another year away, another good draft away, and then guys are going to want to start coming in free agency. So they're right around the corner. It was an impressive win, and they were actually favored in this game because the Vikings they got a good record, but they don't play like their record. Like they have yet to have a decisive win. All their wins came down to the wire. Like so, it was
The
like
wire.
they ain't dominate nobody. Played the Cowboys and got obliterated. So it was like played the Eagles, got obliterated. They beat Buffalo because Josh Allen turned it to goddamn Mitchell Trubisky and he wanted to throw the ball all the way.
Oh yeah, he did.
So it was just, the Vikings. Like every time you want to put some stock into them, they end up laying the egg. So it was like they got they gotta show that they for real. They're gonna win the division this year because Green Bay, they basically told Aaron Rodgers,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
we ain't giving you no help. We're gonna
He's
give
done. He's
you
done.
gonna leave. We paid you $50 million, so you better make it work what we got. So they're gonna get in by that, but I don't think they're gonna go far. Me personally, I think they do win a wild card round. They're getting bounced the second round. So, but definitely Detroit is coming along. Like they're
I,
gonna.
I I got my eye on them. Next up, I'm gonna be short on this one. The Bengals and the Browns. Um, I'm gonna just say this, man. You need to get Deshaun Watson back because I mean, right now it's just looking like the
Pretty good from what it looked like.
who.
Deshaun Watson.
I mean, he not fully back. I mean, we need to get
Yeah, but he
we need to get him back. That's why I say we need. I mean they lost by 2 touchdowns, 23-10. But I mean, uh, it's never good to come back when you're going against a division rival because you already know when you see that team on the calendar, they coming out with the Sharks. I mean, it don't matter if both teams 1-0. You feel me? I mean, my bad, not 1-0, 0-10. They both gonna play like this. They 10-0. So it was kind of bad on his part. And then you already know the Bengals just came from the Super Bowl last year, and you already know Joe Burrow playing hot right now. So that's it. What about you?
uh Bengals keep stacking wins, man. Like I said, man, they started off a little sluggish Super Bowl hangover. They said, all right, man, let's wake back up, man. We are the defending AFC North champions and defending AFC Conference champions. So we gotta show everybody what no fluke. We ain't just gonna flash in the pan. We're gonna be here, man. A pretty good win, man. Like I said, Cleveland beat them in Cleveland earlier this year, like what 30 something to 7 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. Now Deshaun Watson's back, he's back in the fold. So, Cincinnati had to get their bike back, man. Like I said, the Bengals are right on our ass. That's why losing to Jacksonville, I'm like, man, that's
We always struggle against Jacksonville,
yeah,
though.
yeah, I know, but I'm saying like that right there made it so much tighter. Cause now we drop a game, they win, they in front because they got a better overall record, regardless of us beating them. But like I said, the Bengals back on track. The Browns, like I said, Sean still figuring it out. Hopefully he don't catch fire this weekend. When we play them, we'll talk about that soon. We got predicted, but yeah, I mean, good win by Cincinnati.
Okay. Next up, the Bills and the Jets. I'm just going to say this. I'm definitely be short on this one. The Jets is on their way. That was a good ass game, 12-20. Um, I think also they gave up on Zach Wilson a little bit too early. The reason why I'm saying that
Yeah,
Him and Wilson got majority of those yards. Even Wilson went over 1,000 yards and broke the rookie record, but he at least got 700 to like 800 of those yards with Wilson. You feel me? This other guy just came in and getting them cleanup yards. So I mean, I think they gave up a little bit because the Jets still play the same way. The swag of their defense and with Sauce Gardner bring, and you're gonna get some offensive highlights. And then of course the main thing is once Bryce Hall went down, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it. He was on his way.
You mean Brees Hall, but yeah.
Brees Hall. Once he went down, that was it. He was dynamic. He was catching the balls. You already know what type of running backs are like. Guys that can run the ball, catch the ball, and block. He was doing everything. And then you lost that dynamic on offense. So just a good win by the Bills, and it was barely a good win. Barely 20-12. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Hey, win is a win. All you gotta do is have one more point than other team, Mike Thomas said years ago, and that's the truth. Stats go out the window. I mean, this ain't college football where you gotta beat a team by that. All you gotta do is win. Buffalo. I knew Buffalo wasn't gonna get swept by that. What happened? First game they had, like I said, the Jets defense played out their mind. Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed won that game. So I was like, no, I'm not gonna make that many mistakes. Like you say, Brees Hall going there hurt them because they can't run the ball the way. James Robinson, he's not killing them. They got George back to tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy. Buffalo Sean, like, hey man, we gave away some games, so we gotta,
definitely
trying to get a first round body. They beat Kansas City head to head. They need the Chiefs to lose at least one more game. That was up in front. So the Bills, they back right on. Everybody was picking them to go Super Bowl, and once they lost a couple games, the hype died down. I ain't like, hey, man, don't jump off our bandwagon just yet. We still that chain everybody loves. So, Jets, like you said, the good ones that Wilson a little too soon. Mike White had some good moments, but that's what you got to realize. Just because a quarterback has good moments, I mean, you can start.
Thank you.
You got to put it together for a whole entire season. It's like, but hopefully they'll bounce back. But definitely a good win by the Bills.
All right, your old childhood team in the '90s, Dallas Cowboys, barely getting past the Texans. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I really didn't get a chance to really watch no games except for the Ravens game. But guess what game I was watching though? Because you know what I'm saying. When you on, I ain't trying to tell nobody, but when you on a certain website, if your team trash, you can see those games. So I'm be catching them trash games like the Lions, and I caught this Texans games, bro. I was cheering for the Texans so much it ain't make no sense. I mean, cheering for the Texans so much it didn't make no sense. And then on fourth down, what play was that? What's the name of that play right there? On fourth down, what type of play is that? The quarterback didn't even know which way to hand the ball off to. I mean, come on, bro. And then in that horrible ass run, you could at least try to throw the ball. But I mean, the two things I'm gonna say is before I hand it over to you because I ain't gonna be long. One, that was a dumbass play call by the coaching staff. Period. You kick a field goal, or you do a passing play, or you straight run the ball. Stop all that dumbass play action fake. And then two, you gotta put that on the defense. What was that? A 94-yard drive that they scored that? The floor is yours.
This is why bad teams are bad teams because you don't lose that game. Like you up 3 and all, you let them drive down and score a touchdown, not a kick a field goal touchdown. But Cowboys played like shit, man.
Shit.
Should have won the game. Like I said, but like Shannon Shaw said, it's one of the bad teams always find a way to lose. These teams always find a way to win. So, the Texans are the reason why they won 11. They don't know how to close out games. So, but the Cowboys definitely don't need. I mean, it's a win take it, but you definitely got to play better, man. You see Philly up there beating the dog shit out teams like they posted. You sitting
dog shit.
Dog fight with the goddamn Houston Texans, like take the win and brace on it. But that guy played better through 2 picks and 1 interception. They couldn't really stop Damian Pierce. So, the Cowboys definitely got to tighten up, man. It was going to be an early off season for them again this year.
Yo, Chris Moore, why wasn't he doing that for the Ravens?
Didn't get the opportunities like that.
Oh, why? Because he was looking like he liked that. He was looking like he would like that. That's all I'm going to say. He was looking like he liked that. All right, next game. I think this is the shocker of the week. How the hell the Jaguars beat the Titans? How? And it wasn't just a beating, like they just won the game. It was 36-22. They put up numbers. I mean, as I said, and as you've been saying, I'll say this, yo, me and you've been on point with this dude. Y'all can clown Trevor Lawrence for being a bum, but he coming. He coming. You feel me? That's Peyton Manning Jr. He coming, so don't even worry about it. You can talk your trash on him.
The Calvin Ridley finished finish his suspension. Watch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He like, go ahead, talk your trash. Go ahead, say whatever you gotta say about me. But I'm on the way. All these victories, that Ravens victory, this victory, man, he on his way, man. He on his way. I ain't even talking about the Jaguars at all. Trevor Lawrence is on his way. So everybody who was counting him out, he on his way. Go ahead, bro. It's all you. I don't even mean to make this about Trevor Lawrence, but go ahead.
Oh, what's up, Andrew? Uh, the Jags, like you say, they're like a year away. I mean, like I said, they'll have Calvin Ridley next year, fresh off of just a suspension. Like I said, he got weapons to rebuild that offensive line a little bit. Trevor do get hit a little too much.
Yeah, he did.
Run the ball a little bit better with ETN and all that. And that defense is not bad with the pass rush. They probably use another corner or safety, but the Jags, they still in the division. They straight 5-8. The Titans 7-6. They still in.
Yes.
How the Titans been playing, they just lost 2 straight games and got beat convincingly. Like the Eagles blow them out, and they just got blown by Jacksonville. So the Jaguars could still win this division with a 9-8 or 8-9 record. I doubt if Tennessee lose out or anything like that, but they still got a fighting shot. So definitely, man. Doug Peterson is slowly but surely building something there. Like I said, he should have been there last year, but
Say it again.
They'll be good to go another year. They're gonna be fighting, man. They put together and they beat the Chargers too, pretty convincingly. So like I said, they beat 3 playoff caliber teams this year. Jacksonville should be a fun team to watch.
I said that Trevor Lawrence. I said that he him. All right. That's what I'm gonna say about this game. The Eagles and the Giants. My only thing is this, and I'm gonna let you take over. The only thing I'm gonna say this. The last time I seen a team doing what the Eagles was doing, putting up all these numbers, it was what the Colts was doing. You was putting up all these major numbers, and then when you got to the playoffs, you stunk it up. Don't let me down, Philly. Don't let me down. Don't let me down, Philly. I picked Jalen Hurts at the beginning of the season to win MVP. That looked like he gonna win that clearly. But don't let me down.
Clearly, but we'll get to that.
Clearly? I mean, you just let me know. I mean, because he been playing
Mahomes, but go ahead.
The only reason why I'm gonna disagree on just one thing. You already know Patrick Mahomes is in my top 5 of all time, and he's not even done yet. The only reason why I'm going with Jalen Hurts is because from the time the season started until now, he hasn't slacked. I don't even think he had a bad game this year.
Not really, but Mahomes' numbers say otherwise.
Hold on. I'm just saying, we all know what it looked like in the beginning when Mahomes was struggling. We haven't seen Jalen Hurts struggle at all. Like, he's really playing MVP ball. Like, I mean, like I said, you already know Patrick Mahomes is in my top 5 of all time. You feel me? But I'm just saying that it's just his year. But the main thing is, though, for the Philadelphia is, please don't be blowing these teams out. Please don't be giving out these ass whoopings, putting up these major points. And then when you get to the playoffs, it doesn't happen to you. Because I ain't gonna lie, I honestly think it's gonna be a good game once you play Dallas again. You feel me? Because y'all both got 2 unique defenses, and you got offensive talent on both sides of the ball. So I'm just gonna say, man, good job. I knew you was gonna beat my Giants. I mean, come on. We got Daniel Jones as quarterback. Okay, he's a Eli Manning minus 0.2. You feel me? So I already figured that was gonna happen. Every time the Giants we play against somebody in the division, it never goes right unless we're playing the Commanders. That's about it. You feel me? So we just like the movie, what? Small Soldiers. The Gorgon Knights could beat the Commanders. That's about it. You feel me? But all I'm gonna say is, man, Eagles, do not let these fans down. You guys look good. You look better than what you look when you won the Super Bowl with Nick Foles. You look good right now. So I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Hey man, Philly, man, they've been playing. Remember, I said at the beginning of the year, once they got AJ Brown and went and got Casille White, they went and drafted a Kobe Dean Jordan there. I said, man, they is not playing. I said, Philly great go back to that dominant team it was like in 2017 and in the years past when they had McNabb and all that. I said they're getting speed on defense. They stay with a mean front four. They got Charlie Gardner, CJ Gardner Johnson. He lead the league in interceptions. Like, they just back playing equal football. And Hurts is comfortable, like you said. They went out and got my man some targets.
Mm-hmm.
They just, kill him with the RPOs. Miles Sanders doing his thing. The O-line killing. The Giants not as good as they record. Like I gotta give Brian Dable credit, man, because he definitely got them. Like everybody had them winning 3 games. He got 7 wins. He will finish with 9 or 10 wins, so he definitely should be coach of the year. He just off that road, so he got dealt a bad hand. He's making the best of it. So
I don't mean to cut you off, but guess what I was going to say? That's the swag of Wink. That's that defensive swag. That's what that is.
I don't know what that shit was at yesterday.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't there yesterday.
And they gave up 50, like I said. But all in all, he did turn that defense around. But like I said, Philly, man, they the best team in the league right now.
Facts. All right, let's talk about my disappointing Super Bowl pick, the Denver Broncos. This how disappointing this is. Of course, you feel me? You would have your best game, Russell Wilson, in a losing effort. Of course, the most points that you're gonna put up this season would be in a losing effort, and then you don't finish the game. Okay, how you lose this game and Patrick Mahomes threw 3 interceptions, and you already know how I feel about Patrick Mahomes. You threw 3 interceptions. You got that defense that you got. It's about time you bail that defense out. I mean, every time you talk about the Denver Broncos, you hear the same old song over and over again. The Broncos defense is doing enough to give Russell Wilson wins. Your defense is only giving up 10 to 12 points a game. You can't get 14? Your defense is literally giving up 12 points a game. You can't get 14. You can't score a touchdown in the first and one in the fourth. You can't at least give me that, Russell. How about Russell? How about you do this? Get me in field goal position 4 times. You feel me? We can take the 12. Let's end some game with some ties or something. You feel me? But no, you can't do that. And then the defense gets you the 3 interceptions, as I said, but you can't put it together. You're not scoring off these turnovers. You're not turning around. This was technically supposed to be a blowout. You're supposed to be a blowout. You're supposed to be on top of these guys. The Chiefs don't have no scary defense. They don't have anything. They got players that can play defense, but ain't nobody talking about the Chiefs defense. Not at all. You feel me? So I don't know why you're not capitalizing on this. I'm definitely shocked at Russell Wilson. I'm mad at myself because I based this Super Bowl pick off of just because of what Matt Stafford did. Matt Stafford was on a trash team, and we all said it. All he needs is weapons. Well, we was kind of saying the same thing about Russell. All he needed is that same defense that he had. That's all he needed. That's what everybody was saying. He needed that same defense. He got the same defense. The same defense he got right now is all basically. I ain't gonna say the noise that they bring, but it's the equivalent of that. If you only giving up 12 points a game, that's what the Legion of Doom was doing. So now that you got that same defense that you asked for and that you kind of require, it's no excuse. You got 3 wide receivers plus a tight end. You got more help than other teams. So I don't get it. And then as far as the Denver Broncos, it don't matter who they put back there running back. Somebody getting 100 yards. It could be me and you right now. Somebody gonna get 100. So it's disappointing that your greatest game of the season, and I don't even mean to say greatest, just your best game of the season was in a loss. I'm handing it over to you.
expectation was way too high for the Broncos. I told you when you said that. You said they just stink offensively. Then the pushback on your staff in comparison to that one team has Sean McVay, the other one has Nathaniel Hackett. Two
different coaches.
Same ballpark. You can't even hold McVay jock strap. So that's what kills that buzz right there. The Broncos, like I said, next year, another year together, they might be a little better. But I already knew. Remember, I said them and the Raiders were gonna finish last.
Yeah.
Both of them got brand new coaches, so they gotta learn and fill out the players. Yeah, it looks good on paper, but like I said, it's on paper. But like I said, the Chiefs, like I said, we pick still one thing. That shows the Broncos offense is not efficient. They put up all those points in garbage time. Good one by the Chiefs, man. The Broncos need to figure out what they're gonna do, but they don't got to pick the up. What's the next game?
All right. Next game, Tom Brady got destroyed, man, by the 49ers. First of all, I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly. Who the hell is Purdy? Who is that? Tom Brady. No. I don't need you to tell me who it is. What that means is Tom Brady, you need to retire. You just got beat by backup, a fifth string, did not get drafted in the league, free agent rookie backup.
No, he got drafted. He was just the last pick of the draft.
And all I'm doing is being funny right now when I say all that shit. Who is this? You got beat. You didn't even get beat by Trey Lance. You didn't even get beat by Jimmy G. I mean, come on, bro. Come on, Tommy. It's about time you hang it up. I ain't even gonna lie. I even was thinking this. Even though I chose my pick, I had this theory too. I said, yo, it wouldn't shock me if Tom Brady came back and won the Super Bowl the same way Peyton Manning won his Super Bowl on the way out. He got a good defense and he got offensive weapons. It wouldn't shock me if he had horrible numbers and then snuck away with a Super Bowl because of the defense. Can't even do that. Well, first of all, the defense ain't what it used to, and because all them injuries, they don't have the same pass rush. You know, we got JPP. What's his name? Antoine Winfield. He been hurt damn near all season, and they got whoever back there in the secondary. So these guys can't stay healthy. But it was more of the 49ers saying, yo, we're now, and Tom Brady, go ahead and go fix your family. Go ahead and fix your family. I ain't gonna lie, Tom Brady, this year alone, you proved to me that you're the best quarterback of all time. And I'm gonna tell you why. You're like, well, Tom Brady's playing horrible. Why? How did you get that? Tom Brady is playing horrible, but he's second in the league in passing yards. Let that sink in. We saying he's having a bad season, but he's second in the league in passing yards. I'm gonna hand it over to you, bro.
I'm about to breeze through this so we can make our predictions and get out of
Yeah.
here. Tampa Bay just not that good. They won a Super Bowl. They had some early success. They banged up. They're gonna probably win a division because the division is god off. Falcons, Saints, and Panthers just suck. The Bucks will probably be 8, 9, 9, and 7, win the division, and get the shit slapped out in first round unless they play the Cowboys. That's the only team they could probably beat right now is the Cowboys or the Vikings. That's it. Anybody else they play, they'll be one and done. They flat out got embarrassed by, like you said, quarterback that's supposed to be somewhere selling insurance. Like I said, Tom Brady doesn't fare well against teams that can rush four,
Mm-hmm.
get pressure and drop everybody else in coverage. So if you can just bring four and get the Brady, you got your chances a whole lot. So good one by the 49ers. That's it, man.
All right. Well, let's get into these predictions. We're gonna
That was,
start
that
with.
that was the last game.
Oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot. Um, oh my bad, I forgot our game as well. The Seahawks and the Panthers. I ain't gonna be too long on that. Um, the Panthers just got the job done. I ain't gonna lie. The Panthers got a little something going up there because whoever they put in quarterback, all three quarterbacks who started this year got wins. So they need to somehow put it together. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, they fighting hard for Steve Wilkes to keep his job. I hope he keep it because he got a raw deal in Arizona. So hopefully they give him another shot. Sam Donald try to resurrect his career because if he don't, he's going to end up being only other team he could probably start for is the Colts. Other than that, he's going to be a backup. So he's trying to resurrect it. So a good win by the Panthers.
All right. And to me, I gotta say the best for last. This I like this Ravens win. Don't you know how like I gotta do this for a trivia? I mean, for us too. Your favorite Raven wins of all time. And I ain't gonna lie, this right here is one of my favorite Raven wins of all time. The way we won, how we won, and that we beat Pittsburgh Steelers with Tyler Huntley. You can have the floor. I don't want to say no more.
Good gritty win. Wasn't perfect. Our defense dominated. We gave up 2 touchdowns. We shouldn't have gave up. Other than that, we did all right. Our offense did enough despite having two backup quarterback. Son Huntley did, he managed the game, and Anthony Brown did the same thing. The running game was amazing. J.K. back with 100 yards. The O line played a great win. Great win.
All right.
We got Chargers and Dolphins, right?
Oh, Chargers and Dolphins. Oh, I'm gonna definitely be quick on that one. I'm shocked that they lost. I'm just gonna say I'm shocked that they lost. I think that if they play again, the Dolphins gonna get that back. I don't think the Dolphins. I ain't trying to say like you try to lose a game on purpose, but I don't think that the Dolphins meant to lose that game because I mean, too many accidents. Um, you can't when I say too many accidents, you can't go 10 for 28 and not throw for 200 yards passing when you're going against a quarterback like Justin Herbert. You got to match him vibe for vibe because Justin Herbert is like that. So all I'm gonna say is I think if they play him again, it's gonna be a different ball game. And last but not least, Dolphins, that running game got to match up with the passing game. You can't be having three different guys with 20 something yards rushing. It's not gonna look right. After a while, you're gonna know. Just cover the wide receivers. I'm gonna hand it over to you.
Good one by the Chargers. The Dolphins just shot themselves in the foot, man. Like it's just like they lost back-to-back games. They gotta be able to run the football consistently because if not, just rely on Tyreek Hill to pick up fumbles or get busted out. We're gonna be in a lot. We're gonna be rude awakening because the playoffs they're gonna play 2 man high
Mm-hmm.
in front of first October before. So good one by the Jets.
All
All
right.
right,
Well,
finish that real quick.
yeah, we can go with that. I usually pick the Cardinals every week. He going against two Alabamas. My man Damian Harrison and Matt Jones. I'm going to go with the New England Patriots getting the job done, 27-17.
I'm gonna go on them man. For some reason in my gut, I think the Cardinals win because they just DeAndre Hopkins, Kyler Murray, Marquise Brown. And the Patriots, they so iffy. They have been playing good ball, but I think the Cardinals are shot. I'm gonna go 27-24.
Okay. Next game for next week, Thursday's game, 49ers versus the Seahawks. Who you got?
49ers, they're gonna run the ball, play defense, play action pass, keep everything short. So I'm gonna go 49ers. I'm gonna go 24-17.
Same thing with you. I'm going to pick the 49ers. I'm going to go 27-10. 27-10. All right, next up, your boy Kirk Cousins going against the Indianapolis Colts.
Vikings. Vikings. The Colts would have won, I would be shocked, but because the Vikings are up and down. But I think the Vikings finally after last night that's gonna wake up. I'm gonna go Minnesota. I'm gonna go 31.
I agree with you too on this one. I think this will be the Vikings rebound game. There's a couple games where I'll say like two of the games the Vikings shouldn't have lost this year, and nail battles or not, they shouldn't have lost. So I'm going to go with them spreading the ball, opening it up. I'm going to go 34-10, 34-10 against the Colts. Next up, Dolphins versus the Bills.
Buffalo getting their bike back. They're not getting swept by nobody in that division. I'm gonna go Bills 27-20.
I'm going to copy off you too with the Bills, just because, as you said, the Bills in that whole division they playing a little bit more serious, and we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs where it really matters. So I'm going to go in a close ass game. I'm going to go 24-20. All right. Next up, probably going to be the only blowout that we talk about. Bears versus the Eagles, or it could be didn't.
Yeah, Philly gonna win big. They're not gonna play around with them. Justin Fields gonna do his thing, play his heart out. It's not enough. They don't got enough. I'm gonna go Eagles 38, Bears 17.
I'm gonna go smaller than that. Same Lord. I'm gonna go Bears 3, Eagles 35. I think that they smash them, get it over with. Justin
Justin
Herbert, Miles Sanders go to the bench.
Fields get at least one. I got him rushing for one and throwing one because he's gonna definitely at least by himself put up some points.
That's secondary. That's all I'm gonna say. That's secondary. They probably got the best secondary in the league right now. I ain't gonna lie. That's there.
He's got one of the top. Yeah.
Um, this one is a tricky game. Both teams are playing a little hot. The Jets and the Lions. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Jets. Gonna be a tight one because like I said, the Lions still can fight for the playoff life. I'm gonna go with the Jets. I'm gonna go 23-20 Jets.
All right, I agree with you on every game except for this one. I'm only going with the Lions because they have more weapons.
Yep.
Watching these last man, watching matter of fact, not watching these last because I've been watching a lot of Lions games. Yo, the Lions been passing it to all of their guys, like everybody. Reynolds catching passes, St. Pierre. I mean, everybody's St. Brown. My bad. Everybody's catching passes. Um, so and it's not like they missing anything since they lost Hawkinson. So they still on top of their game. So I'm gonna go in a nail biter real close. This could be a little. I'm gonna go 31-24. All right, next up, Panthers and Steelers.
I'm going with the Carolina Panthers. They playing good ball, that defense. Then, like I said, Kenny Pickett and Mr. Trubisky. I'm gonna go Panthers. I'm gonna go 17-14, low defensive battle.
I'm gonna go with the Panthers too, just because Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback for the opposite team. I'm gonna go with the Panthers getting the job done in the ugly ass game, 17-13. Next up, Texans versus the Chiefs.
Okay, see, beat shit out of them. Houston definitely, scratchy. And, I'm gonna go Chiefs here. I'm gonna go 41-10.
I'm gonna agree with you in the same ballpark. I'm gonna say this: Chiefs, you haven't had a statement game yet. Here could be your statement game because the Texans really don't got nobody on defense except for my man Stingley. That really stands out. It wouldn't shock me You feel me? Just like how you said, I'm gonna go 45-10. All right. Next up, Falcons and Saints.
Both these teams ass, but I'm gonna go with the Falcons. Desmond Ridder getting his first start. I think he's gonna show out. The Saints defense is pretty good. I'm gonna go Falcons 21. I'm gonna go Saints 17 to 4 point.
Let me. I just want who the Saints quarterback? Oh yeah, the Saints quarterback is Andy Dalton. I'm only gonna go with the Saints because they playing in New Orleans. So I'm going to go with the Saints. Ugly win. I'm gonna go 17-20. The Saints getting the win 17-20. All right. Next up, I'm pretty sure we're going to agree on this game. Jaguars and the Cowboys. This is a good one. And the game in Jacksonville.
I'm gonna get the Cowboys the benefit of the doubt because they know they can't lose ground against Philly. I think Jacksonville's gonna fight tough because they're home. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Cowboys. I'm gonna go 28.
What I'm gonna say is this. I think the Jaguars might win this game. I'm gonna take. Watch this. I think they're gonna beat the. I think the Jaguars gonna win this game and watch Dallas beat the Eagles on Christmas. Why? Now, I'm gonna copy off. I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. You feel me? But you see what I'm saying? Shit like that happen. You go ahead and lose to the Jaguars, but then on Christmas, you go ahead and beat the Eagles' ass, and you got the kryptonite, and everybody like, oh, the Dallas figured it out. They knew how to contain Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. You feel me? So it wouldn't shock me if the story happened like that, but I'm pretty sure that Dallas defense should be doing what they got to do. I'm going to go 17-10. 17-10. I don't think it's going to be that major 17-10. Cardinals and Broncos.
That's like picking between shit and trash, but
I'm always pick trash.
Got a little bit more offense, so I'm gonna go Arizona 20-26, Denver 13.
I'm gonna go one just like our game that just passed. Broncos 16, Cardinals 18. Raiders versus the Patriots.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots since I got them losing tonight. Daniel Bennett didn't beat up on the Raiders, so I'm gonna go 31-7 Patriots.
I'm gonna agree with you too on the Patriots, but it wouldn't shock me that the Raiders win this game though. It could happen, but I'm gonna go with the Patriots getting the job done, and then one of them little blowouts where it didn't look like a blowout. It didn't look like a lot of points were scored. You feel me? Because there's a lot of running the ball. I remember last year the Patriots won a game with Matt Jones only throwing 2 passes, but they put up like 30-something points. I'm gonna go 31-17 New England. Titans versus the Chargers.
Titans, because they coming off an L. They're gonna ride Derrick Henry. They're gonna give a lot of Derrick Henry. Was open up play at Tannehill on them. Chargers didn't look all that great last night, so I'm gonna go Titans. We'll go 27-24.
I'm only gonna go with the Chargers because this game is of course in the Chargers' hometown. So I'm gonna go with the Chargers getting the job done 27-17. Next up, Bengals versus the Bucks.
Oh, the Bengals, and I hate to say, I hope the Bucks win for us, help us get a little run.
Mm-hmm.
Should have lost this, so they got lucky. I'm gonna go to the Bengals. I'm gonna go 31-24. Brady.
Okay. I think Tom Brady might get his life handed to him again this game. I think it's gonna be clawing time. Bengals, lick your chops and make your way to the playoffs. I think this is gonna be 31-17. 31-17. I'm going with the Bengals. Here go another game where you said shit and trash. Commanders versus the Giants.
Did you skip the Saturday game? I think, but I guess you'll get to
it. What game?
Look who plays Saturday this week.
Saturday. I'm saving us for last. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I always save us for last.
So what game we on now?
The Commanders versus the Giants.
Or the end in the tie last time. I doubt it'll be another tie. I'm gonna go with the Commanders because I just got faith.
And you said the Giants?
And I'm going to Commanders because I
Okay.
thought their defense is a little better and Heineke's less mistake prone, and they got Scary Terry, so I'm going Commanders 23-20.
All right. I'm only going to copy off of you only because guess what? This game was in Washington. If this game was in New York, I was going with them. But you already know New York blew it. New York blew it when the game was in New York. So I'm gonna go with Commanders winning 17-23. Next up, these two Dookie teams: Rams versus the Packers. Game is in Green Bay.
I'm gonna go with the Packers because I just think Aaron Rodgers will try to end the season on a high, good note. So I'm gonna go 31-28.
Of course, I would always go with the Rams over the Packers because of my little love thing, and everybody know Aaron Rodgers is my favorite quarterback of all time. But for your sake, Aaron Rodgers, you better not lose to Baker Mayfield. But I'm gonna go with Aaron Rodgers getting in his little going away games. I'm gonna go because it's not looking right. I can't get him a lot of points. I can't get him. I'm gonna go 21-20, 21-20. And last but not least, the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Who you got?
I think we're going to handle business, man. We got third, three quarterbacks. We're not gonna put up a whole lot of points. I was betting on them, but I think we'll get enough. I'm gonna go 24-21.
24-21. And we got Tyler Huntley playing quarterback, right? Because Lamar probably done for the
You know,
season.
he might not play because he might not clear concussion protocol. You know, you got 7 days. We play Saturday. It looked like we're going Anthony Brown. Brett Thomas.
You said, oh, we didn't even got Sir. Oh, we didn't. What's his name?
He's in
Sir.
Arizona.
Oh,
Trace McSorley here in Arizona.
stupid shit. But anyway, I hope we do win this game. If Tyler, because Tyler Huntley did take a big ass hit, I hope he do play. But yeah, we might lose this game. This game in Cleveland too. God damn.
I mean, I just
If we win, all right, I'm gonna go 13-10. I'm gonna go no. I'm gonna say it the right way. We're gonna win 15-13. Justin Tucker scores all our points.
okay, cool with me. All right, well, everyone, that's it for episode 201. For y'all who want live, check it out on YouTube channel. You want to listen to it like while you're working and all that, check it out in the audio version, all the links in the description. All right, co-host, do your thing.
Hey, as always, man, this has been another great episode, man. I love doing what I do with Big Bro. You feel me? If you're looking for me, you can find me on Facebook. My name is Maurice Savage, as you can see right there. If you can't find me on there, which I know you will, you can find me on Instagram, I_AM_the Pharaoh. It's me, baby. It's DB Life or No Life.
I want to thank you guys for taking me in. All these have established wrestling. Thursday show will be Monday and Thursday. Everyone, great and the hashtag TFC. You guys have a Monday. We'll see y'all Thursday, 6 p.m.
Peace.